Oh wow. Yep. Yo, come in here with that, man. Yeah, that's right. Eagles wear boxing, baby. What? Huh? Eagles wear boxing right here, baby. What's up? Y'all know what it is? Yeah, yeah. Salute to everybody. I put my salute out already. Y'all see it. Hit that thumbs up. Then hit that live button. Then you're on the right page to be in Eagles Web. You're on the right track. Because some trains don't be riding on the track the right way. They be on some other tracks. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I see you down there, Gil. Gil. We'll talk about it a little bit too, though. But yeah, yeah, I told you, man. Crawford just Crawford just don't. The whole idea with Crawford, man, he just it's just the whole picture is being painted. It's not a good look. That's the narrative. What people used to like to say, not a good look. We used to say you ain't looking good, but now it's not a good look. It's not. It's just not a good look, man. When you got a smaller guy wants you, and then you got other people. Everybody wants you now. So what happened? Everybody wants you because were you just crying wolf and something like that? And then, is that what you was doing? Was you crying wolf? You must have been crying wolf and everybody smelled through it, man. Because maybe the Gary Russell story maybe is not as faulty as what it seemed like. Maybe somebody seen the look in your face when you got stolen. Because you get stolen, people have a certain look when they get stolen. Okay. Y'all see my little message right there. I might have to go because I got somebody that's going. I left my door open so somebody can come in here because I'm doing something for somebody. Okay, just put it that way. So it might be and they don't know anything about me doing the show or nothing like that. All they gonna do is hear my voice and be, so you may hear somebody that's yelling like or saying something like something crazy that you wouldn't expect to hear. I'm just letting y'all know. But anyway, I see D to the Bailey out there. Let me salute y'all up. Salute to Gil Cole, salute to D to the Bailey, and the rest of y'all that's out there. Drop down, say hi, do something. Gil say something Eagles Web. He said Bob Bacon, bud, some brownies. Yep, man, he taking care of him now. He's not pointing to the door right now, because he usually want to point to the door all the time. You know what I mean? He usually want to point to the door. So maybe he's not pointing to the door. And we know the pointer is used for a lot of different things. He's not pointing for the door, but he's pointing to the dining area. Brownies are served. Gil said Bob used a duck age for them brownies. Yeah, but anyway, salute to D to the Bailey out there. Yep, he said salute Eagles wear boxing. Salute Gil, Derek Bailey. Gil put the 100 up. Got the 100 up there. Yeah, yeah. But I wanted to change up today and talk about. We can talk about everybody. Everybody can get some because this is Eagles wear boxing. So it's a beautiful day today, man. I don't think it's as much smoke. I'm gonna try to get up out of here. When I say smoke, I mean like real physical smoke, not putting hands on smoke, not that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get y'all out of here early. A couple of minutes or something like that. But we know how that usually works out. Because this is Friday and maybe y'all don't have a lot to do. A lot of times you guys don't have as much to do around the house or whatever going into the weekend. You said, no, we're going to mess with Eagle and we're going to make him stay a little bit longer. Well, that's all. It's always good with me. You guys know I'll run late. I'll run late for anything. I'll do my show, but I'll run late because the thing about me is most of my stuff I do is on contract anyway. So it's like, so I'm late. Big deal. I was doing something. I'm not clocking in. Some people got to clock. You clocking in, then yeah, you can't run late like me. I'm not suggesting everybody do what I do. Well, you could do it. Don't do the same. Use your brain. Don't do the same thing I do. But if you clocking, if you own, what I'm saying, if you own a contract like that, well, some contract I still got to be there, because they'll call. They'll be, why ain't you texting? You ain't there yet or whatever. Like, but I haven't done that for a while, man. I haven't done that since. A little bit probably after the Roro, so I have to do other stuff, and I have to turn myself into an inventor, which I'm working on a couple of inventions and stuff. And I finally seen the person that I needed to see Okay, well, Don's not here today, all right, but Gil's here. But I finally seen the person I can actually talk to him about our glove gate gloves. Our glove gate gloves. Yep. I'm gonna talk to him about it. So we may be, we may have something going. Eagles Way of Boxing, we may have something going. But we're gonna check it out. I'm gonna talk to him because I finally hooked up with him. It took me a while to catch up with him, but I finally caught up with him. Oh, Big Daddy, finally caught up. Yeah, but I wanted to talk about today is fights. This is a good subject to watch. Fights that people think, past, present. Most of them have passed anyway. They have to be past, like past fights. No matter which decade, no matter which era, is fights we felt that, not just we. When I say we, y'all already know what I mean when I say we. Fights we felt should not have been stopped. And not the Rocky Balboa stuff, so stop it. Before you even go there, I got to stop y'all before y'all even get there. What about Rocky Balboa? Yeah. Actually, so that's the flip side, right? Fights that should have been stopped. And maybe you guys have some ideas about it. And then I'm going to talk about something else. Because we was messing with that WBO the other day. We're going to mess with something else. We're going to throw some more controversy out there. Grown folks controversy chat on Friday. It's a wrap. We're going to rap or get rapped. Oh, there he is. And I was just talking about him. He wasn't going to be in, but like I said, he's there. So what's going to happen now? So I know he's going to bring it up. Something like that. But salute to Don to the dot in there. Don to the dot came in here. Dot said the eagle way up. He put the eagle up good. He got the glove up good. And of course the bell. He said that bell, that's your option. But thumbs up is what it really is. He said, or he said, nothing but peace. Oh no, he done changed it up today. He said you might get that neck chop, but he got the zebra up. He said it's black and white. He got the chicken up. God dang. He said lions, and anyone can get it in the web, fam. That's right. Anybody can get it. He got that fire up. He said my percent is good. Let's see it. Oh, see, there you go. Now, how did he see? Now, how did he even know that? You feel me? Because I didn't even know I was going to bring this up to nobody. You know what I mean? And then he comes in. Jump on him for me, Gil. Because he comes in when I'm talking about the glove gate. The glove gate gloves. And then he bring his ass up in here. You know what I mean? All the other topics and all the other subjects we had, now he's up in here when I talk about the glove gate. Like he smelled something. He's like, oh yeah, Eagle done got in touch with whoever he needed to get in touch with. I'm like, that now, if that's not something I don't know, man. You got my phone tapped or something? Oh, you must have another tap. Not because I talked to him in person, so it wasn't on the phone. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you figured that out. Yeah, but anyway, salute out to Don to the doctor. Finally, to drug his ass back up in here. Yeah. So Friday, a lot of times sometimes we gotta go troll hunting on Fridays or something like that. Or we do troll. We don't ever go troll hunting, but we have but we troll hunt. There's a difference. When the game comes to you, you know what I mean? Because the game just come to us like, okay. You say that's what it is, and the game come to us. And so that's what we do. So okay. So you're gonna just bring the game right to us, then we're gonna take next and stuff like that. So maybe you guys have thoughts, or maybe you don't. But I'm gonna bring up some that's probably good. Dollar said arrest the dirty cops. Peace. Yeah. We need justice out here. We'll go there a little bit. We talk about anything on Eagles Way Up, but a lot of times your eyes deceive you, even if you're looking right at it. So just be aware of that. Because I talk about this, and you are not in a regular land of people. You are in the trickster land. And you could see it on different levels. I mean, whether it be political levels or whether it be sports levels, you can see the trickzation. Because it's right there. But the reality of that in real cases, yes, arrest them. And don't just arrest them. Charge them whatever crime they have committed. Because if you guys remember, I told you guys to write that down before. I told you to write the information down. Remember I gave you this information? And I told you, I said, make sure, I said, because sometimes there's things that you have to write down. Let me see if I can pull it back up for you guys. But sometimes you got to write stuff down. So if we think about this, this is actually, so when Don brings this up, so this is actually something, don't you know that there's more of a crime? You know what I mean? It's more of a crime for them than it is for you. And that's what people are not, they're not getting that. They're not getting it. But I'm gonna check and see if I have it here, because this computer's been messing up. Okay, so it should be about that. There, yeah. Okay, and that's what it's under. So what it's under, and see, is section 242 of Title 18. Yeah, and that's what, and this is what they call the color of any law. So if you're under the color, so in other words, you strapped up with your colors, FBI, all of them, state trooper, whoever, whatever you guys might have. Some people have state police, some have state troopers, some have, sheriff, police. I mean, it's just so many of them. You feel? But that's what it is. Section 242 of Title 18. It makes it a crime for a person acting under color of any law to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege protected by the Constitution of laws of the United States. And if you don't understand how heavy that is, then you just don't understand. There's nothing I can help you. I cannot help you with that at all, because if you don't understand what that means, because anything that's pursuant of the United States Constitution, when it comes to your freedoms and your rights, cannot be infringed upon. See? And when they infringe upon it, they get charged even heavier if you hit them with the right thing. But why aren't people hitting them with this? It's right there. Why aren't they being hit with that? You know what I mean? They should be getting hit with that. And that goes to your state courts and stuff, your city courts. That's the reason they don't get hit with it. Because and look how I could put it in perspective of what we're doing. Because it's a different count. You see what I mean? It's a different count. Believe me, there's counts. And that just happens to be a different type of count. That's what it is. It's a different count. Why y'all count? Why y'all call it off? Why you shorting the rounds? It should have still went on. So Don Dada should have still, he got his head cracked and they just dismissed it. No, it should have been a case out of it. Because he wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? And I'll just throw that out there. It's not like Don really did something. Maybe he did, but I don't know. And maybe he did get, cracked. But we go through those things though. So the first, let me see, the first fight is what a lot of people feel. No, I have some horrible examples that I could use, but I'm not going to use. So let's just say, for me, one of the standout fights. Now this is real. For me, a standout fight for me, and I don't know if y'all remember this one though, would be the Mike Tyson, not Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson versus Razor Ruddock 1. The first fight is, I think that they should have let that fight go on. That fight should have went on, because Razor was taking all the heat and was standing through all of it. It was firing back, and that was a Richard Steele stoppage. I don't know what y'all feel about that one. Let me throw a couple of them out there. So I'll throw a couple of them out there so maybe you could see. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Right? had a fight that was stopped. Meldrick Taylor, right? Meldrick Taylor. That's another fight that I look at that shouldn't have been stopped because that was going to be a W. That was going to be another L for Julio Cesar Chavez. That was going to be another L for him. Which he started taking L's. Once he started fighting real people, he started taking L's. I like Foreman and Hawley. Was that stopped? That wasn't stopped though, right? I don't even remember that one being stopped. Else I'm just sleeping or something. Was that one stopped? What round was that one stopped in, Don Dada? Because I don't remember that one being stopped. I know George was just covering up, taking some shots, but. And okay, another one. Now that you mentioned Foreman, okay, Ali Foreman. Should that have been stopped? Should the Ali Foreman, should that have been stopped? So actually I put, how many did I have? I got Michael, I got 6 fighters. I got Foreman Ali. I got Razor Ruddock Tyson. Meldrick Taylor, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Because I had a list of them. That's 3 good fights right there. What you guys think about those fights? And then I'll tell you what I felt. Because I already told you about the first one. So I felt the first one should go. I think the first one should have went. Because Razor was still throwing back. He was throwing back good shots. And then we could update them too, so we can come up. So those are like further back down a little bit. Those fights right there. But we have other ones. I could throw one in there that you guys might say this is ridiculous, but okay, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Should that have been stopped? Okay, so we're getting more recent, even though we know what that was. Okay, and let me see. One that piss everybody off. This is to say, Wilder Fury. I'm just saying, Wilder Fury 1. Should that have been stopped? I'm just trying to think because I like to think off the dome. Off the top of the dome, because that way it's more genuine. Because it's like, oh yeah, that shouldn't even. I don't know if they should have stopped that. You know what I mean? When you say, I don't know, man. Anthony Joshua and Takam. I think we talked about that one before. Should that be a stop? Otto Vaylene, Tyson Fury. Should that have been stopped? Now some. You might think, oh no, that shouldn't have been stopped. And some you might be, oh yeah, that should have been stopped. Matter of fact, it should have been stopped early. See? So what I'm trying to do is put everybody in that state on Friday, the wrap. We wrapping this shit up. We wrapping it up. So we gonna put the wrap on it and then everybody, so I got enough fighters in here. I got enough people in the chat to fight. So y'all, I just don't need a whole room full of people to fight. It's enough of y'all to fight with each other right here. To come up with it. By any means necessary. Salute, fam, at Derek Bay. That come from Don Dada. I read it. And then I like Foreman Holly. And then Don Dada said, nope. And then D to the Bay, you know he going to come back with the facts. He said, no, that wasn't stopped. I'm like, dang. I said, was Eagle slipping? He said, yeah, Foreman didn't get up in time. And he act like he wasn't upset by the stoppage. There you go. And that's my, see, and then that's your side of it. And that's my side of it too, is you wasn't acting like you really wanted some more. I mean, after the fight, anybody could talk after a fight. Yeah, you start talking shit afterwards. But just hold on, just one. Let me go grab something real quick. I'll finish with y'all, man. All right, that wasn't that long. It wasn't that much of a what do you call a break in the action and stuff like that. But we can come up. See, the thing about this topic here, I don't think people really have this topic. But the thing about the reason that's what I want, grown folks, we like to talk about different stuff though. It's not all the little small shit. And forget that. Now, sometimes we need to talk about other stuff. So there was more than there's so many fights. There's probably tens, maybe even 100 fights. Maybe we didn't see all of them, but there's a lot of fights out there that we didn't get what we wanted to. And okay, another one I wanted to throw out there. Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard won. Because there's a lot of mouthpieces. I'm just saying there was a lot of mouthpieces by these fighters right afterwards. And matter of fact, I'm telling you right now, you probably can put George Foreman in a bunch of them. And when I say that when he came back, you probably put him in a bunch of fights that you'd be like, wait a minute, hell no. What was that about? And Anthony Joshua, same thing. See? Yeah. But that one right there, D to the Bailey, yeah, that was right though. Because he was acting like, what? You got to at least be like, no, hell no, ref, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready, man. Don't stop it. I'm up. I'll be, if you're not protesting, if no kind of protest whatsoever, then you probably got your ass whooped. If you protesting or something, then yeah, maybe let's go. Sometime. Some. Khan versus Terrence Crawford. Should they have made him just take the mandatory 5 minutes and let that fight go on? See, we got a bunch of them. See, it's always something. You can always throw somebody in there. Earl Spence, Carol Brook. Matter of fact, what's the other guy's name that act like he still wanted to fight? Earl Spence was just beat the dog shit out of him though. Van Heerden, yep. I think that's one, yeah, but yeah. Harrison versus Male 2. There go another one. See, I told you. That's what I said. I said no. I said none of the Rocky shit. Yeah, Creed versus Drago should have been stopped though. Okay, I'll allow one, maybe two. If it's good, I'll allow two of them. But if it's not good, I ain't gonna allow Creed. Yeah. That should never. Matter of fact, that shouldn't even never been signed. Nobody knew nothing about the steroids and nothing like that. Come on now, that was too obvious right there. That was too obvious. And dude is hitting like all his power punches are over 1,000. Get out of here with that. Somebody punching, all their punches is over 1,000. There's something seriously suspicious about that. Yeah. But Harrison Male 2. Actually, the Harrison Male 2 probably should have been stopped down. I think that should have been stopped. Maybe even, it could have been stopped before that. Because Harrison already, his chin is not sturdy, man. And for him to take another cracking like that was, they had to clean that one. If they wouldn't have stopped it, they would have had to mop him up completely. Because Charlos don't play with you. When they got you hurt, they going to put something, believe me, they going to put something on you extra hard. Yep. Kovalev, Ward 2, Gil Cole said, the Kovalev Ward 2, and I agree with, and I'm agree with my brother Gil on that one. I'm agree with him on. You know why I'm agreeing with that? And a lot of people, you guys might fight against me and Gil on that one, but the reason I'm agree with that is because the aftermath, all the talking afterwards, all the bullshit. You see what I mean? You talking all this crap afterwards, like you had it like that. Oh yeah, we could have. And then all the foul shit and all that. Nah, you got your ass whooped, and that's all it was. People just hate that, man. You Tyson Lewis before the first bell. They should have stopped it before the first bell. Yeah, Tyson wasn't ready to fight, and there was some dirty shit going on too. The dirty shit. This is the dirty shit that went on in that one. See, I like that y'all starting to open up your mind and you guys are thinking now about some of the fights. you guys are thinking. So the Tyson Lewis, before the bell, Tyson was not. He just was not going to be ready for that. He wasn't ready for that smoke. He wasn't going to be ready for that smoke no matter what. And one of my favorites, Don Dada put up there right there. After Gil Cole said AJ quit. AJ just need. They should have made his ass fight though. Yeah, they should have made AJ fight. But yeah, that's being cruel. But here's the thing about boxing: boxing is cruel sometimes, and so we can be cruel. So Eagle can be cruel, and for me it don't matter if we're cruel. That's us. If we're cruel, then that's just we are. That's just what we are. We just cruel sometimes. I mean, hey, shit, you put it out there. But Don Dada that's one of my favorite ones right there, though. Yeah, feel stupid. But yeah, Gotti versus Mayweather. Gotti versus Mayweather. But then Bertie McGirt was just, I think he just wanted to see, like, can you do anything? I'm not gonna really fault him, but he was just like, can you do anything? Then after he just seen, no, you can't, just nothing. Your turn up, your volume and everything else, your energy level is already turned all the way up. And you just ain't gonna do nothing about getting his ass whooped. Okay, what about Corrales and Mayweather? Should they have seen what was happening in that fight before it happened? I think his dad did the right thing, but he could have still stopped it before that because it was just too much to overcome. The only way he could have won every round after the fourth knockdown. He could have won every round, and still not won because it's 2 points. You can't make up for four rounds of 2 points unless you knock somebody down. I mean, for the rest of the rounds or knock them out. And you was already behind anyway. You didn't even win like maybe one round or something like that. So that was it. Oh, Yasser up in here, man. Y'all welcome Yasser from the UK. Yasser Hussein is up in here. He said salute to Eagle in the chat. That's it. Oh, D-Lo 404 in here. He said salute. He said ride. He said riding and listening. He said like jab. He said can't chat. But you know D-Lo in here. Well, see, it's bad that you can't chat, D-Lo, because you can't jump on Gil like normal. But be careful out there driving, man. I know I be doing the same thing sometimes when I be in a chat. I be like, oh, she's trying to get some words off or something. Every time I stop, I try to text a little bit. I'm like, no. So, but I don't even know. I shouldn't have said nothing because you know Gil will start on you because he know you can't do nothing. He know you can't do it anyway. But salute to D-Lo 404 and salute to y'all. Sorry to come up in here. Y'all know he UK, man. He's UK. He UK all the way, but he come mess with Eagle, man. He come mess with Eagle. He said, I said, I don't know shit. He said, yeah. He said, you might not know shit. He said, but I know less than that. And he said, I know less than you do. I said, no, but everybody knows why I say that. But guess what? I don't know shit because the reason I don't know shit is because I'm going to tell you, because a lot of times I'll have some ass wipe come in here and say something that's good. Because I say I don't know shit. So if I don't know shit, then give me a grant or give me the money to go learn. Okay? Since you coming in here and we already got somebody in here saying something. Pigeon Mike Tyson. I know you ain't Mike Tyson. Some troll. And why are you such a hoe? Huh? Why are you such a hoe to Mike Tyson? Why are you just a pigeon? You know what a pigeon is? Huh? That's what you is, man. You a pigeon, man. You a chicken head. You a jump off. And you a dude, but you a jump off at the same time, man. You just like, why you come up in Eagles like that, man? Because Eagle ain't going to just play with you like that. My web already done took whatever you said out of here, man. They don't like you. Nobody likes you. If I'm boring, why would you even come in here? And your name is Pigeonhole. And your name is Mike. You got Pigeon Mike Tyson. I'm the pigeon for Mike Tyson. How beta can you be? Huh? You can't be better. You could be beta. You so, You know, your type of person like you are that comes in and complain about something. When you come in and just come off the bat, just come in complaining, you haven't heard nothing. You haven't heard no content. I'm more or less just reading off a lot of stuff and discussing a little bit about what my web is putting out there, because I posted a question. But see, you was too stupid to even understand the question. So you come in, oh, that's all boring and this and that. And my name is Pigeon Mike Tyson. I'm a pigeon. I'm a pigeon. I'm a chicken head. Huh? You ain't nothing but some little, you a hizzo that's getting used. That's all you are. And then you just got smashed up in here. Get your ass up out of here with that, man. Yeah. But we can't even start off without the interruption. And I kind of felt, I'm like, yeah, this Friday, probably be somebody coming here interrupting. Because I don't know if you're a paid agent or you probably free, because you call yourself Pigeon. So I know you free. You know what I mean? You getting exposed. You getting your exposure. But, you know, you came in. That gives me another look. So you came in and you got what you were supposed to. Matter of fact, you helped me to keep it lineal, which is in the lines of what we're talking about. Is we talking about fights that should have been stopped or shouldn't have been stopped. And I'm telling you right now that maybe you guys maybe shouldn't have stopped the fight with Pigeon. Because that way I could have wore his ass out a little bit, him or her. He's a him or a shim, a sure, a she him. He's a she him or a her him, or harem. He's a harem or whatever he is. Huh? Oh, Bafi. From now on, the new name for people like yourself to come here is Bafi. And if you don't know what a Bafi is, you check it out for yourself. That's coming from somebody who don't know shit. Bafi. Bring your ass in here. Yeah, but the Ruiz, I'm going to just go back to, because the Ruiz, Don Dottie put that AJ won. So what should have happened on that is AJ, like I said, they should have made his ass fight. Get your ass in there, fight. Remember back, folks. Because you guys remember back when I told you guys what the seconds was for now? Now, seconds, they have different rules now what the seconds is for. But the seconds was first. The seconds was, we ain't losing no money because your ass is, losing. We're not going to lose money. Get your ass in there and fight. The seconds job was not to protect you and make sure you was okay. The seconds job was to throw your ass back in the ring. Get your ass out there. Get in there. Remember, there's a saying called "throw them to the lion's den." That's what their mission was, to throw your ass back in there. It wasn't no I was trying to protect my fighter. No. What is it called? Prize fighting, right? So guess what? In the beginning, that's how they started off. The prize was all it was to it. Man, you got to get this prize. We gonna go home broke, or you gonna get this prize? I done did all this hard ass work with you, and we about to go home broke. See, but that part's cleaned up, so now both sides, we get money. We might not get as much, but we both get money. Oh yeah, Don Dottie. Yeah, Yasser been coming in here. He seems to be good people, man. He been coming in here. He come in here. It's not like some people that come in here like the pigeon, like the duck, or the chicken head. The chicken head come in here and just, oh, you boring up the web, the whole web. There's millions of people out here, but I'm boring up everybody. Man, get your ass up out of here. That's why you got sent away quick. Nobody could even wait for me to get to you because they know I was going to get your neck. But they said, no, it's not even worth it. See, my fam let me know when something worth it. If it's not worth it, they just go ahead and roll your ass up. And that's what happened. They rolled your ass up and smoked you like a blunt. So go try another forum where somebody actually care about somebody named Pigeon. Pigeon. So the Gotti, the Harrison male, yeah, that could be like something that's, we could talk about that. But what about the Leonard the Hearns? Has anybody ever went to the archives and checked that one out? What about the Leonard Hearns? What about nobody's mentioned, what about the Tyson, what's his name? God dang, now I forgot it. Razor Ruddock 1. Tyson Razor Ruddock 1. Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns 1. Man. What was the other one? I know we covered a couple of them, but you guys aren't talking about it. You guys are bringing up your own, which is good. That's great. Bring up your own. But I'm just asking you about some past. What about, and then the Foreman, yeah, that one, the Foreman one was easy to kill. Yeah, that was kind of easy to kill anyway, the Foreman. Yeah, we killed that one because he didn't act like he wanted something. Yeah, Derek Beatty already, he kind of he smashed that one out like, nah, get your ass out of here, George, with that shit. Get your ass out of here, George. George, he was like, I want that smoke. Nah, you ain't want no smoke. You didn't want that smoke. And Ward Kovalev, now, that's the one I wanted to talk about. See, the Ward Kovalev, the reason I really wanted that to go on is because you listen to all the bullshit that was talked after number 1 and after number 2. You listen to all that. And you're like, no, he should have just been able to just should just let Ward knock his brains out. Should just let him knock him completely like smooth out. So we wouldn't have all this. And see, this adds to our conversation of bullshit conversation when it comes to boxing sometimes. Is because of certain fights being stopped and certain fights not being stopped. Like the Meldrick Taylor. A lot of y'all probably weren't even around, or you haven't went back into the archives and checked that one out. That was a bullshit fight. I urge you to find the footage of the Meldrick Taylor versus Julio Cesar Chavez fight. I urge you to look at that fight and judge it. Judge that fight and see what the score is going into the last round for you. See what the score is, and then look what happens, and you're gonna be like, what the f? I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, what the f? The Conor McGregor, I think it was a good stoppage. I could have probably lived to see I would say at least 20 more seconds. At least 20 more. Because he was still mouthpiecing after the fight. See, if you mouthpiecing after the fight, after the ref saves you, you need your ass whooped. And so that's why I was saying that one. So you need your ass whooped on that one. So hopefully you guys got the information this time when I gave you the information about that statute and stuff like that. That is called deprivation of rights under color of law. That's what it's called. And that comes out of the Department of Justice. So it ain't something that Eagle just pulling up. Oh, Eagle just quoting some shit he heard about or something like that. No, I don't do that. I usually try, like a lot of times you guys already know that I'm not the book person. And yes, you just don't have the book. And I'll give you the page. It's like when it came to the Roro, I gave you all the page number and everything. And which book I read from, I'll give you that. But a lot of times I'll just tell you, hey, just go do your research. Just research on it, stuff like that. But I'll tell you, where to research and stuff like that. Because we all got to do our own. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but you're right. And I didn't even, see, there you go too. Yeah. It said, did you tell me to let him back in the web? No, I didn't say nothing about let his ass back in here. Y'all do what you want to. If you guys need to make somebody disappear for good, if you need to put the Houdini on their ass, that's the only magician I can think of right off the bat. I know there's some other one. David Blaine. If y'all need to put the David Blaine on their ass, that's a good one. Updated. We'll use David Blaine now. So if you need to put the David Blaine on their ass, then put the David Blaine on them. And Leonard was beaten. It was a close fight, though, Derek Beatty. That's all I'm saying about that fight. It was very close, and then Hearns was mouthpiecing after the fight. So sometimes you got to do what you want to. Don said, thick neck of the week. Yeah. But he got hammered. And I don't even know what West Brom Big Pat, he's already disappeared. And that's not funny, but I'll say it, though. Boom Boom versus Kim, yeah, that should definitely been stopped. And then Derek Beatty said, yeah, the Taylor stoppage was bullshit. Holmes versus Jerry. But everybody wanted to see that beatdown. If you knew what the atmosphere was back then, I was a kid, but if you look at the atmosphere back then, it was like it is all the time. There's always some kind of controversy, white, black, shit like that. And I don't think it was between them two fighters, because I really don't think Jerry Cooney's like that. I don't think Jerry Cooney he's not no kind of racist or nothing like that. But everybody painted it like that. And see, that's what I'm saying, man. Just like the Jack Johnsons and all that. We, as the small people, we always paint shit a different way, a way that we shouldn't have to paint it, man. We covered this before. But don't paint all this, the fights and stuff. Don't paint it like that. Look at the big picture, the money makers out of the whole thing. And I'm not going to waste my time with the West Brom Big Pat. But you end up being little Weasel, huh? You end up being, instead of Big Pat, you end up being little Patsy and got your ass declined up in here. That's what you end up getting. I'm not even going to get on you because I don't even know what you wrote. The other guy, I kind of seen some of the stuff he wrote. Because a lot of times I can't get to it because he's all boring and this and that. But you already know what it is, man. Probably the same guy. And they always got these little logos or some old bullshit. They don't show their face or something like that. You see my face. Huh? Chokehold action. Little hoe. Y'all said Hussein back there. I know one fight that should have definitely got finished early was the one from my childhood, Nigel Benn versus Gerald McClellan. Well, you got to look at the beginning of that fight. Nigel was on some shit, though. But I'm just saying that I'm not going to talk about that fight as much, but Nigel was on some shit. It should have been stopped, but what should have happened before is somebody should have did a more thorough examination of the fighters before they even got into that. Because Ben got hit very hard in the beginning of that fight. He got hit too hard. It's like, God dang. And then he underneath there he put some more. He said, I remember Barry McGuigan was like that. His eyes are clear as a bull, and he should get up and fight. Sometimes you got to do that. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about like some of the fighters, we know that it just wasn't, like the George Foreman, that we know that couldn't have, okay, so this is another question. This is another part that's added to it. So if George Foreman would have been allowed to continue to fight with Muhammad Ali, what would have probably happened? And we're talking about the probable. What probably would have happened to George Foreman? When Ali wants something and he got you in trouble, what happens? And he don't hit hard. He can't knock you out. He hit too hard. He hit real hard. It's just that the way that he boxed, a lot of times it kept the power away. But if you look at some of the fights where Ali really wanted to, and he put that front four floor, and he had a hard ass right. He had a hard ass right lead that people don't even know about. Stuck Cleveland Williams with it a few times, right? Yeah. There you go, y'all. So he said it's corner pressing him to keep fighting that. Yeah, as well when he was hurt. Yep. A lot of fighters, what happened, and then here's one aspect of it, is if you're not going to be if you're not fighting for a world title, but one time as you finally get a chance to fight for a world title, and you just realize that you're not prepared for that particular champion, it probably is best that you just go ahead and bow out. I'm not saying run like AJ and just disappear, but what I'm saying is that it's probably behooves you to just, you know what, this just ain't my day. It just ain't my day. Maybe I can get another championship with another champ. And a lot of that is pressure, just like Yasser brings up. It's pressure from the corner, but a lot of times it's even pressure from us. It's pressure from us. If you're in the live gate, it's pressure from us. A lot of times. And that can lead to bullshit. Like with the Earl Spence, and I always bring that one up, and Sean Porter with the score count. It can end up with bullshit, and that's only because the crowd was acting stupid. A lot of the sections were. The section I was in was cool, but a lot of the sections was acting stupid, like they didn't know what was happening. Oh, Sean did this. Sean wasn't doing shit. Shut up. You can see that Sean didn't do shit because what he do on his last fight? Somebody should have totally mopped. Get your ass out of here. And Don King entered the arena with the champ Gerald and left with the champ Nigel. But that's that Don puts that in writing before he even signs a fighter. He does that. Oh, and just that's a good point that you just brought that up because we was talking about the Ali Foreman, right? So, does anybody, if you watch this stuff, does anybody think that with the Ali Foreman, does anybody feel that they were trying to set Ali up to lose the Foreman, even though they thought Ali was gonna lose, that they was actually trying to do extra shit? Because you remember that they brought that beautiful woman with them, right? Huh? And Ali was the type of guy that was, attracted to the beautiful girls, man. That's what he said. You can hear it out of his mouth. He loved the girls. So that might have been another little setup. But then at the same time, he went out there with Foreman, Don King. He came back with Ali. that's his MO, man. So you can't expect nothing different. Yep. Derek Bailey said, yeah, that fight was very competitive. Then he's right back at facts. Said, yeah, sir, that's right. And then Derek Bailey again, he said Foreman would have got hurt badly. And he would have got hurt very bad. Because he was, think about it. You're fighting Ali, fastest hands in boxing as a heavyweight, and your energy's gone. And he didn't have this back then. Remember, he didn't have that back then. He had the hands up a little bit, but he didn't have that, to stop. He didn't have that cross. You see what I mean? He didn't have that to protect himself. His head was going to be wide open. He's going to probably get battered in one of the corners and just drop and fall or something. That would have been it, man. And being that tired, when you're that tired and somebody gets to just throw hands at you, you're in trouble. Because Ali was fresh. Because Ali used to go in 15. Ali, he used to, we go in 15. He trained for 15. Yeah. He got hurt. No, said, Troll, sit your ass down. He said, don't get naked, Eagles wear boxing. He said, peace, said Sir Flame. Yep. You don't get naked up in there. Yep. Did Sir Flame come through at once? I didn't see him. He just hollered peace at Sir Flame. Derek Bay said, I think so, Eagle. Ali had too much character. You would have to kill Ali. That's the whole thing about it. See, it's different. And a lot of times that's taking it too far. But when you get in it as boxing, you can't play boxing though. So when you get in boxing, that's what it is. It's like, well, he's just going to have to kill me. Joe Frazier was the same way. A lot of them fighters was like that. Like, you got to kill me. You feel me? You got to. But going into like more modern boxing, I'm not saying the boxing is even modern. I don't even like using that term modern, right? It'd be all modern day. Compared to Muhammad Ali, what does modern day fighters look like? Heavyweights, what do they look like? Do they look better than Muhammad Ali? Like, oh shit, he's way better than Muhammad. Do they? For real? Somebody hit me with the information on that. Do they really look better when we talk about modern and stuff? I'm like, a lot of times you might not want to hear some of the fighters that's retired and shit like that, but just listen up sometime. When they tell you that the balls ain't there no more, they're willing to go get it done. Because we already talked about that. That was the three mental keys, right? Do you want to go out there and fight? Or are you going to warrior up and get it done? And do you have the killer instinct? And we talked about that. And we're not seeing it. So when AJ fought Ruiz the first time, was that did he have killer instinct? Did he have killer instinct? Did AJ have killer instinct when he fought Ruiz the first time? Matter of fact, let's do it. I'll do you another one. Did AJ have the killer instinct when he fought Ruiz the second time? Did he have the killer instinct? Was everybody jumping up like, oh yeah, he getting them? Huh? Are we getting fights like that? There's always got to be, and when we get good fights, there's always controversy. But I'm telling you, for 2020, these last fights, some of these later fights, like the George, I'm gonna keep bringing up the George uppercut, whether y'all like it or not. That's the best uppercut. That was the best one. Povetkin, oh my goodness, takes out White, uppercut action. So that's what we're gonna see, and we'll cover Well, I'm just gonna bring up the schedule a little bit, and you guys can say what you want to about it, who you want to see. I'll probably name like the top three, something like that, or people that you guys recognize, something like that. Yeah, and so we'll bring it up. And you ask about Postal. I think didn't Postal win, right? I think Postal won. Yeah, I think he won his fight. I think I was reading through because I go through sometimes. Sometimes I go through, a lot of times I, just I go through too quick, and because a lot of times it just feeds. And I look at these feeds, I'm like, okay, look at the feeds and stuff like that, and a lot of times I just don't. But yeah, I can't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, but it might. I think he might have. He might have won. He might have won. He might have won. Somebody else might know this. Somebody else got the information better than I do. So chances are he won. So there's only two things you could have done. You either won or got your ass whooped. But let's just see. Because I didn't keep up. I didn't really keep up with all the fights. I didn't. No. It looks like he lost. From what I'm seeing now, it looks like he lost. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Derek Barry said good when it Don Dada. Yep. He posted right. And then Don Dada right back said Raleigh robbery. We do, the thing is we've seen some robberies even lately. We've seen some because the Mayweather fighter, I don't even can't even remember. I don't even, what's his name? Is it Ramirez or something? Well, somebody got their ass whooped. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes these little names slip my head because I'm not really familiar with that fighter that much. But he got his ass whooped. He got pieced up, and everybody's talking about that. And that's what happens. So the thing is, I don't want to cover like decisions. We don't really care about decisions as much, but we care about the ref decision right now. Is what we're talking about is fights that should have been stopped. And it's very. You guys brought up some very like the McCollum one. You guys put up some really really good ones that controversial that things that happen in life. And you guys brought up some good ones that, maybe we should have stopped that. Yeah, but that's the saddest. That's sad. Well, that's sad though. The Dooku Kim. That's too sad right there. Did nobody? Fuck. Are you serious? Did nobody no medical doctors and nobody in your corner realize that we got to stop this because you just more or less getting hammered. You getting the life hammered out of you, and nobody gonna say nothing. That's just not good. And most of the fights that I say that I would have liked to see, continue, like one is because the competitiveness of Razor Ruddock, yes, during that first fight, and the second point is it's either if they're still competitive or I feel they still got some fire. Because they really not hurt. But some fighters have been too hurt. And then my other point about that is just being that the guy's just getting battered. That's the other point. You're just getting battered. You need to stop it. And then the third point is that the aftermath, the guy who lost is running his mouthpiecing. So if you mouthpiecing after the fight, then that fight should have went on. Or get your ass back in there again. You're probably trying to get another payday. Because now they get desperate. Like Keith Keith all desperation. Desperation housewives and shit. But he need to get some fights. Everybody wants to fight Bud now too though. But the status, we read the status on the WBO. We might get in. We're gonna get into. I'm just gonna read this out. Before I talk about the schedule. I'm gonna read a little bit about the WBC because we read about we talked about the WBO and their bullshit in ways out, huh? Because you can still. There's always ways out. Yep. And then back to my first question. Don Dottie got the emphatic no up. He said no. He said Ali. He said no Ali or Holmes. So he said even today. So when we talk about the throwbacks, he's letting you know that there's not an Ali, there's not even a Holmes right now. Yeah. D to the baby. Don Dottie said banana and Mel. He said my pick. I'm gonna still go with Mel. I'm gonna go with Mel against bananas. There's ways we haven't done. We're gonna do a breakdown. Yeah, we'll do a breakdown, but we're not gonna do. The main key here is just keep it changed up. I mean, there's ways he can win. I mean, he can go in there and get into a brawl. He wants it, but he don't have to get into a brawl. All he gotta do is change up. All he gotta do is just change up. All you gotta do is do just practice on shit. He could actually practice on banana and win. Just doing new shit all the time. Just being effective and doing shit you worked on in the gym. He can be effective. You don't have to go in there and brawl with him. It's kind of dangerous. Cause we don't want to. Right now we know that you're iron and all that. The Iron Man. We know that, but we don't want your shit to turn into aluminum all of a sudden. That guy don't hit soft. Okay. Take your ass in there and act like and put your chin out and act like your chin's good. Oh, my chin is extra strong. Your shit, you mess around and get your shit cracked like a herd. Say J Rock and banana. Yeah. No, J Rock. Don, no, they had to be stopped. Do I have the picture? Let's see. Because you gotta look at the eyes, man. I'm telling you, on that one, you have to look. You gotta look at the eyes on that one. Let me see if I think I might have it in here, but you gotta look at the eyes. Let me see if it's in here. It might be in here. I think but if it is, it's on the slide, and I don't know if I can stop it. It might be. Do you guys remember if I had it on this slide or not? I got so much stuff on here. You guys already know that. But that's the Harrison. But I wanted to see if I had the close up. If not, I'll put it. And that's, I don't always have time to do that. But that's what I probably should have done, to just put up, all the, the clips and stuff so we can see. And we'll probably get that done. We'll probably do that too. Yeah, we'll probably get that done too. So, but anytime, there he is right there. But that's male. That's male on him right there. And then there he is right there. Right there. So now you see him. The last clip, that's him. So when you look at him, did he look like, oh, I need some more smoke? Or you might have been saying, yeah, that they shouldn't have stopped it, or they should have stopped it. But for me, I see, yeah, stop that, man. He's not built for that. He's not built to take even more than what he took right there. When you take an unexpected ass whooping, it's unexpected. That's what it is. It's unexpected ass whooping. Then sometimes you got to just, you got to like reset. Okay, I got to reset on this one. We'll come back. You know what I mean? We'll just make a comeback, man. Sometimes you got to make that comeback, but your corner in the crowd, everybody keep you from wanting to just, this. And I'm not saying to do the shit AJ did. I'm not talking about just act like you don't understand what the ref is saying when you clearly you do, but you don't want to take the K to the O. Or how we say it, the KTFO. You don't want to take the KTFO. And so that's what you pull that bullshit on us. Yeah. Jab. So he said, they had the press conference. He said, I don't know. He said Zab was doing. Yeah, Zab was definitely doing the stinky leg. Zab has were ready. His legs were going. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, like a lot of times what happened is, that's funny, because if you're real strong, like you did real training, you did all that running and shit, what happens is your legs, your legs won't let you get knocked out. Your legs like, I don't know where you going. So you'll be sitting there getting like this KO'd or whatever, or hurt, but your legs be like, no, I ain't going nowhere. But that's one person, man. I'm telling you, man, that his leg, when he gets hurt, his legs do some tremendous shit. Not tremendous in the good way, but his legs do something else. And same thing with a con. Once con get cracked, that's it, man. Con, oh my goodness, man. If y'all think of somebody else, let me know. But those are all the fights. Those are some of the fights that we come up with that I think that maybe should have went on, or maybe perhaps should have been stopped. And I'm just gonna give y'all a little brief on this one. This is so tomorrow we got a fight right here. Tomorrow, the top ranked fight that we got tomorrow, and Jamel Herring versus Jonathan Oquendo. That's WBO super featherweight title. Then on the 6th, Ugas is fighting Abel Ramos. That's WBA regular, and that's one that I'm interested in. I'm not gonna try to read all of them. This is gonna give you guys an update up until to next week, to the 12th. So this one's on the 12th. Anthony Yard versus Dex Spellman, light heavyweight. And some of the rest of those I'm just gonna let go. I'm not even gonna read them. Kavalikas versus Mikhail Zuski. That's a welterweight. That's going to be on ESPN if y'all want to watch that one. And that one's on the 12th. Jose Pedraza versus Javier Molina, super lightweight. That's on the 19th. That's at the MGM Grand, Las Vegas. That's another top rank. Top rank. Yeah, they rank. They very rank up there. And another one on the 19th. I'll just go to the 19th. Erickson Lubin versus Terrell Gashu. That's super welterweight. So Lubin's up there. Oh, and then we got the Tug is back in there again. Remember Tungsten? Remember Tungsten? And he's Kobe Brady, featherweight. Okay, and then Ennis, who is saying that he's the best, that the rest of them don't have his skill set. Who don't have a skill set? Earl don't have a skill set. Porter, Danny, nobody. So he's full of himself, but we're gonna see how he does. And that one is gonna be on the 19th. And that's PBC, baby. So Gerard Ennis versus Juan Carlos Abreu. And so we're gonna check that one out, man. And maybe we'll talk about some of the other ones. The most intriguing right now is just to see what happens. Maybe not the most intriguing, but to see what happens with the Charlo. I got to be able to see that. I got to be able to see what happens with that Charlo fight. Because I just want to know. I want to see it because I got to see what game plan he comes in with. I'm going to see if he does something. Because you got to realize, as grown folk, we got to realize that a lot of these fights are detrimental to these people, to these fighters' health for the long run, for later on. Is he going to do some dumb shit that's going to come back and haunt him for later on? Like going there, I'm just going to go in there and bang. I mean, fighters do that shit to show toughness, but you don't have to just go in there and just bang with somebody or take a beat. You don't have to. I like to see a fighter that's going to be intelligent, just fight his fight. It's just like what Larry Holmes would. He wouldn't go in there and just be banging with you. He made your ass sit there. You had to switch up. You had to get used to that damn piston-like jab. You had to get used to that. What? You had to get that. Do I have to show y'all? This is what you had to get used to. You already know that I didn't do it for the trolls that brought their stupid ass up in here. Sit your ass down. See, Holmes make you get used to that. What are you doing? They show it in the slow-mo. Show it in slow-mo. And that's what Holmes used to make you get used to. You get used to this. Get your ass out of here. I don't know why I love that so, because there's so many words you can say to that about that jab when you see it. It ain't no heavyweight right now got no jab like that. Get out of here. Tyson Fury, get your punk ass out of here. That was you such a skilled boxer. Holmes would have killed you. Holmes would have wore Tyson Fury's ass out. Talking about jab action. He would have got that same jab action just like that. Sit your ass down. He would have got the sit your ass down jabs. So get your ass all the way out of here. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, D-Lo said Floyd's leg acted up when he got buzzed by Mosley, Judah, Manny, and Madonna fights. But he soldier on. But see, that's the whole thing at D-Lo, and salute to my brother, because he riding right now. But that's the whole thing that when we talk about it is your fortitude. We was talking about that the old fighter said that y'all ain't got them balls like that. And Mayweather, no matter what, people might want to talk shit about him, but when he ever got hurt, that's how he manned up. But he's used to that, because if you realize, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he used to get in some wars. He used to be in there fighting, so it's not like he couldn't war. It's just that they couldn't finish up the war. They couldn't finish the fight. They warring up, hurting him or whatever. People think, oh, he hurt his legs, went a little bit. Mayweather got some pretty strong legs, if you ask me, from what I seen when he was fighting. And he could take. I mean, I've seen all the fighters that you've seen. He might have went down. And a lot of people be fighting. No, he didn't go down. He did go down. Even if he did. But has any of the fighters that he fought, have any of them been down? All them fighters that was named, have any of them? What is I'm gonna tell you what. Compared to Floyd's legs, what does Judah's legs look like when he get hurt? Or what does Manny's legs look like when he got hurt? Or Mosley, what his legs look like when he got hurt? Or Madonna, what their legs look like when they got hurt? Matter of fact, Manny lost his legs and just went. I don't even have to show it, but y'all know what happened. Yeah. And Manny did the crybaby. Right on the face. When you do the timber, and end up on your face, then I don't know. You do the timber. I don't know. You can't really talk about nobody's. You can't talk about somebody's the way somebody reacts to punches when you took the timber. I don't know. I feel like lint or something. Like this had that lint coming off here or something like that. But anyway, yeah. But let me get back in here, because D-Lo came in here and make a good point. Derek Bay said Khan need to mix his punches up better. He gets caught using the same combo. But that's not. When he sets himself up, Derek Bay. If you look at when he was fighting Cinnamon Bun, he set his own self. He timed his own self. Remember I broke that down? I showed y'all. He's timing his own self. It's just and that's a good point though, because the punches is mixing up the punches, but it's not just mixing up. It's mixing up your footwork better. So you can still use the same punches, but you got to mix your footwork up. So what are you gonna do now? You see what I mean? So that way you get timed, because any fast fighter is gonna time his ass, and that's what happens. He gets timed, and then y'all sir back in there. He said Khan need to stop all these domestic dramas, chasing Manny till this day, and try making reality shows and hit the gym, but he's not interested in that. Yeah, he need to hit the gym. You got that right. But he's gonna have to move it. He's gonna have to work on his footwork. He got fast hands. He got good combinations. He needs to work on footwork, real good defense, and real good footwork. He can stay in the game a little bit longer if he works on the footwork and staying out of trouble. Because he got BCD pretty bad. If he gets hit, boy, that talking about spaghetti legs. His shit just his shit be doing the snake to the ground. Yep. Yeah. D-Lo 404 said Boots is not just he said is just not stepping up to fight a C- opponent. But see, yeah, Boots got to get in there though, so we got to see him. Yep. But that's exactly, and he's saying grown folk stuff because he said show and prove, youngin. He said talk less until until then. When you start getting somebody up, then start talking shit. Don't talk shit when you just getting in there. Because they'll throw your ass in there to one of them lions and you get pieced up, then what? Then there goes your career when you could have had a career. And that's what we was just talking about. Even like, for instance, the MMA fighter Conor McGregor against Floyd Mayweather. So what happens if they let that fight continue? Does he fight again? If Mayweather really does stick him? Because you know, if Mayweather got you dizzy like that, you are going to sleep. If Mayweather got you dizzy like that, you a right hand, you are going to sleep. Once you get dizzy like that, ask Ortiz about it. Once you get dizzy, are you putting your hands down? Are you doing something stupid? Any stupid move against Mayweather gets your ass KTFO, or it gets you pieced up. It gets you pieced up. That's what it does. Yep. Yeah, D'Lo back. He says salute back on Butte. Okay. Yeah, Khan has opened an MMA and boxing gym in Pakistan and Dubai. In Dubai, he's making money. In Pakistan, it's more of a public service for the poor people. Well, that's in my hats off, and I salute out to Amir Khan. But Amir Khan, you probably we'll watch you. I won't pay to see you, but I'll watch you fight again. But if I don't see more foot movement, like new shit with your feet, I don't care about your combination. More shit with your feet, because you're going to have to change a little bit up on that. But more shit and staying out of trouble, then I don't want to see you no more. If you can't stay out of trouble, if you get hit, then forget it. You can't fight nobody. You're right. Khan might get Pac. He might. That'd be an easy W for Pac. I'll say I doubt it right now. He's focused on making his version of keeping up with the Kardashians. He said, shaking my effing head. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, y'all, sir. Y'all, sir, know he over there with him. But laughing out loud. Yeah, Rose tried that, but he wouldn't listen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got that footwork. You got to keep them feet going, man. Especially because see, fighters. What you have to know that fighters, every round is a fight. Every round. So just look at this. So every round is a fight. So round one, you don't look at it like a round. Who won that fight? The people, you can say, okay, you can say round, but that's a fight. So for round number 2, do you change your game plan for the second fight or second round? Do you change your game plan, or you keep doing what you're doing? If you're dominating, you keep doing what you're doing. Now, you go up 3 or 4, you go up 4 rounds. Now you're up 4 rounds. Now let's say the 5th round, they done caught on to what you're doing. And this is what makes great fighters. Because now, okay, round 5, now I lost that round because he caught up what I'm doing. Now what you doing? You change your footwork. But if Khan gonna do the same thing once he get caught, yes. He gonna start timing his own self. So now you switch it up. And so guess what? So now you win 6. You win 7. You win 8. Now they caught up with you again. You lost 9. But that's only 2 rounds you lost. Now you switch it up again. So now you win the championship rounds, 10, 11, and 12, before they can catch on to what you just did. That's called boxing. And that's called adapting while you're boxing. But some people can't adapt while they box. They can't. They just can't. Same shit. Or you make somebody fight your fight the whole fight. If you can do that, then you're good. Yep. Yep. Okay, D'Lo changing his word to make sure everybody know that he said now. Now. Yeah. Yeah, but Boots got to get it done though. Stop running your mouth like you said. Good point though. Youngsters, stop running your freaking trap. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up and get in there and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Take your steps. Take your steps in boxing. Don't just try to jump. You got these fighters now, and they're tricking us with this shit. Is they're trying to make these fighters giving these fighters after 2 fights, 1 fight or whatever, a couple of fights, try to make them some kind of a champion. But you ain't no real champion. And plus, there's just so many belts. How many times that record? If they keep all these belts, that record will be broken so many times. That somebody get a championship fight in their second fight, their first fight, they want to come in fighting a champ. Because you got to realize you got different kinds of champs. So they can come in and get a championship fighting a regular belt holder. Then somebody just gave a belt. Oh, here, just take this one, a default belt. Get out of here with that shit, man. But they not tricking us. They can trick some people. Yeah, they can trick some people, but they... Yeah. Yeah, y'all saw her saying, he said, yeah, his people stubborn as F. Oh, he's talking to Derek, though. Yeah, Derek Bailey right back at him. Yeah. But and I read your point right there, y'all saying that make a lot of sense though. And that's what it is with the stubborn ass boxer, is how you're not gonna listen to what people are trying to tell you. And a lot of if you can't listen, that's when your ass end up getting pieced up or something. That's how you get hurt, is by not listening. Because you gotta listen. You're not the corner mouth, right? You're the corner fighter. You're the fighter out of the red. You're the fighter out of the blue. You're the fighter. You're not the one that, oh yeah, I think I do this. No, don't shut your ass up, because I can absorb what's happening. Or if you feel like you can do something, yeah, I'm gonna let you're the one fighting, yeah, so you got to have some of your say. But some shit don't go out there, I'm gonna try this. No, don't go out there just, especially if you're with a trusted trainer and you know he's gonna give you the sound advice, don't just go in there and do some shit. Oh, I think I can take him out this round. And go out there and get your ass pieced up. So let's just go back. So Ali Frazier won, if you look at it. So Ali Frazier won, and this is a thought that probably nobody ever had, is that there could have been, now let me know if you agree with me or disagree, there could have been a different decision on that fight if Ali wouldn't have been playing a lot of them rounds, because judges and people really think that Ali liked to play hurt all the time. And so if Ali sitting there playing like he hurt, then I'm just saying, because I don't think it was a must system at that time. I think it was a round system. I think that they was just whoever won the round. I gave that round. Because remember, a lot of times they had refs judging the fights too. And I think that a lot of those times, maybe too much, that might have costed him that first fight. I mean, I'm not saying, well, the knockdown was good, but I'm just saying that might have cost you the fight. And I had to go back and check it out, because I don't know if the ref had a say in that or not. But the ref right there with you, if you all like acting like, oh, I'm dazed and hurt and something like that, because Ali was good at that shit, to get your ass like, oh shit, I got him. But that's, that's a bait move, that's a bait move, And I see people do that shit on the street. People love Ali so much, they still street fight like Ali sometimes. But yeah, you sitting back like this, like, oh, I'm all hurt. And then you wait for him to come charging. That's the Kelly Robinson too, though. And you wait for him to do like that, and you come in and damn. And then some hands is coming at your ass like, oh shit, he wasn't hurt. So people do you like that. I told you that's the Kelly Robinson. Kelly Robinson closed his eyes and was clapping like this. I don't know if you only a couple of y'all know about that, about Kelly Robinson. That's me and D Bailey's face of boxing. But he is like, my Sherry, like this, acting, because the dude wasn't fighting. And then as soon as the dude came in to throw something, it was straight up uppercut action. But some people can do that. That's entertaining. Some fighters can do that, but some don't do it. Just don't pretend hurt, and then your ass end up hurt. Douglas and Tyson. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the knockdown. That might have been the knockdown, though. Tyson got hungry, like, oh, I was getting my ass whooped this whole fight, got a knockdown, and then came right back and got pieced up. Oh yeah. See, yeah. Arthur McCanty's ass, yeah. And Arthur McCanty was kind of still. I think he was mad because of the first fight. Yeah, I think he was mad. A lot of people was mad about the Liston fight because, you take my word. If you don't take my word, that a lot of people lost money on that Liston Ali fight. Believe me. Both fights. The first fight they lost a lot of money. Yeah, the ref. And you can research it if you want to. But some big people, some big names lost some money in that fight. Big names. Matter of fact, it might even been a handful or a couple of them that was close to Ali that lost money. Yeah. But I actually like McCanty, though. I liked him. Yeah, I liked him, though. McCanty. I'm trying to. To be honest, that was. So. Okay, let's talk about the referees in charge. Let's just before we get out of here. Let's talk about the referees in charge. This something real brief. Favorite referee in charge. If you want to, you can put down why, and then we'll get out of here. Y'all can enjoy your weekend, and we'll come back at it. Yes, y'all got something else for me. I can always have something, Eagle. But I'm just saying. So, favorite referee in charge. Favorite referee in charge. I'm going to see where I put. And I put mine down. And y'all can put down what you want to. Or you can get the hell out of Eagles Way of Boxing or whatever you want to do. Get your ass out of here. But anyway, so, favorite referee in charge. I'm firm, but I'm fair. There he is. Is that what? That's Cortez. I'm firm, but I'm fair. Mine was Larry Hazard. His was Judge Mills Lane. Judge. He was actually a judge too. So that's Derek Beatty. Mills Lane. And I like Mills Lane. Because Mills Lane go in there. Because Mills Lanes will go in there and tell you some shit. Mills Lanes will go in there and tell your ass, we're not going to have all this roughing and shit like this. You ain't going to win like this. You ain't going to... Mills Lane will go off on you. Stop it. Cut that shit out in there. Let's fight. He'll tell you to cut that shit out in there and let's fight. I think Larry Hazard was a good ref because he's more caring, especially as a commissioner. He's real caring, man. He wouldn't let you sit there and just get your ass whooped, though. Weeks, I don't know. How many Tony Weeks, that's your choice. But how many people have Tony Weeks get their ass whooped? Weeks good. I actually like I like my boy. What's his name? God, I can't think of him. He cracking me up, man. With the eyes, man. The one to be staring, be looking at you like when he's looking at you as a fighter, he look at you like this, like, oh, you getting kind of fucked up, man. I don't know. I might have to stop it. What's that? What's his name, man? God dang, we was just talking about him, man. I can't slip, man, because that wasn't the subject, man. But y'all know, that's one thing I love about the Webb family is they know if I do a dramatization about somebody, then they know who it is. Or if I say something like Gil Cole, I told Gil that I called my boy SP, and he was on some other bullshit first, but then he figured out what I was talking about when I called Sean Porter. Yeah. But the one with those looks, right? He be looking his ass off. He be like, he be staring. He be making sure he be all in your face looking at you. His eyes get big, and he's like, he'll wave that shit off once you start getting beat. That's what it is, huh? Yeah, there it is. It's Steve Willis. That's what it is. It's Steve Willis. Yeah, see, I told you that's how the Webb is, man. Yeah, I said, yeah, Steve Willis. He's I like his reactions, when someone is getting punched. Hit the fuck up. Yeah, he do this shit, don't he? He do this kind of shit too. He do his hands. He be like looking at you like, oh, you kind of getting fucked up. No, he look at you, and sometimes he do his hands like this. He don't do like with some refs. He sit back. His neck go back. He like, no. He give you the baseball. He'll give you the baseball calls in a minute. He'll be shaking his head no. Yeah, that's what it is though. Yeah, Steve Willis. See? I told you, I don't need to have all the information because I know who I'm talking about. But my Webb fam, and that's y'all, sir, he's part of the Webb now. So y'all realize that he's part of the Webb, man. Y'all don't see him in blue. But yeah, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that for him. Yeah. Because he's seen and anybody who gets moderated status, anybody who's new, who gets moderated status, can still get it. Your ass can still get in trouble. You know what I mean? Up here in Eagles Web. But y'all already know what it is, though, man. Shit, man. It's Friday night. Is this payday? Is this payday for a lot of people? It might be payday for everybody. A lot of people up over here. But I'm gonna put my writing up first, though, man. But my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all. Y'all in here. They mess with me. It's Friday, man. Nothing but blessings. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.